that was raised for the campaign. We need serious accounting, and to find out why $4 million went to private jets, millions of dollars went to celebrities, why Oprah was paid $1 million. And don't give me that spiel about how Oprah didn't take personal payment. She could have said, I will make an in-kind contribution and not take the $1 million. She made a conscious decision to take that $1 million payment. So
Wave God, hit that like button, hit that sub button, follow that IG page, man. Let's get straight into it. All right, guys, with friends like the person that we're going to talk about today, you don't need no enemies, man. I'm talking about the young lady, Linda Lee. Hope I'm saying her name right, but, you know, apparently she was a fundraiser for the Democratic Party, specifically the Harris campaign, the Kamala Harris campaign. And according to her, man, she raised millions, guys, millions. You know, she's plugged in with some, wealthy people. She got some direct lines and direct connections to some long money. And apparently her people are upset because Kamala pretty much finessed all her donors into believing that they actually had a chance in winning, when in reality, she got blew out by a landslide. Now, I see the narrative changing right now, currently as we speak. People saying that Trump didn't win by as much as people thought he won by for some reason. I don't know why they keep trying to change the narrative on Trump's win, or they can't change the fact that he won, so now they're trying to change the fact on how big of a margin he won by. Regardless, guys, he won in a landslide. He won everything. He got better in every category. Kamala got worse in every category, and that's pretty much the moral of the story, man. But see, Linda here, she's on a expose tour, all over here on Fox News, who we know is the #1 op to the Democratic Party. Well, #2 op to the Democratic Party, because Donald Trump would be the #1 op. But Shawty all over here on the Will Cain show, just spilling all the beans on the inner workings of the Democratic Party, what's currently going on, who's into it with each other, you feel me? We got her over here telling us that Obama into it with the Bidens and Kamala. It's just a whole bunch of mess going on. She's also telling the scoop on how basically Kamala whole campaign lied to them guys and their donors to basically extract more money and pocket it or put it up and save it for their next run. Whole time they knew they were going to lose, so basically it's a whole morality argument. Like, was it wrong for Kamala and her team to still finesse all these billionaires and millionaires? Hey, who knows, but I do know one thing, man. When you got billionaires and millionaires donating to your cause and your campaign because they want their cause to be fulfilled, and y'all turning around giving the money to Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Eminem, Beyonce, Oprah, these people are pissed off, and that's the whole reason that this young lady is doing this, man. But let's get into her words and see what she had to say. Y'all hit that like button and hit that sub button, man. Let's check out Linda on the Will Cain show.
Like vultures around a dead body, making money off of this thing when they damn well knew it wasn't going to come to fruition. Was it incompetence or was it fraud?
Well, my lawyer would tell me to stay away from the second, so I don't subject myself to a defamation case.
That's y'all know what we just talked about. Now, Shorty, yeah, you better stay away from that word fraud, even though from the outside looking in, I wouldn't call it fraud. I just call it a little bit of major finessing going on, man. Kamala might be listening to that new Boss Man D-Lo.
That's my gut instinct, but I will say, I was speaking with a fellow donor. She's very active as well. And we were just talking about how did they tell us to keep fundraising despite knowing that they were going to lose, because they knew that for the next 4 years they were going to be in the wilderness and there wouldn't be big checks. So did they use this opportunity to get as many big checks as possible? Do you see what I mean? Because
no, I ain't gonna lie, guys. That's a extremely unhinged, thing to do to people that's donating to you. But I ain't gonna lie, on Kamala them part, that was pretty smart. We're getting blew out. So you know what? Let's lie to our supporters and our donors. Make it seem like this race is extremely close and could go either way. That way they keep the money coming in, even though we know we can't do anything left in this race. So we just gonna save that money for the year 2028. That's pretty smart on Kamala's part. Now, if you're a donor donating to the cause, like, of course, you're mad because it's your money. And you can't play with people's real hard-earned money.
Knew that Trump was going to win. The torrent, the avalanche of checks would just stop, you know, because we wouldn't be raising for anything. So did they do everything they can to just, you know, squeeze every bit they could out of this cow? You know what I'm saying?
That hurt.
I don't know. I think ultimately it's a multitude of factors. Probably.
Yeah, it's a bunch of things. It's a bunch of things. But honestly, I'm gonna keep it real, guys. Like, I know it's shocking, like, that they even thought they had a chance to win it, but something inside me really tells me that Kamala really thought she was gonna win. I don't know why people didn't see the signs, or like, even people that, you know, I know in real life, even if you wanted her to win, you saw the writing on the wall. You saw it. It was no way. Like, it's no path to victory I ever saw. Just paying attention, guys. And I'm not even into politics. This is something new to me, but I was just using common sense. And I wasn't living in the echo chamber of Democrats. I was listening to both sides. And only one side was adding up.
Probably greed, incompetence, and because there's so many cooks in the kitchen. You had Obama people, Biden people, Harris people.
Talk about it. Look at Will.
Yeah. And you told me this weekend on Fox and Friends that the relationship between the Biden camp and the Kamala camp could not have been worse. We saw some of that yesterday in the icy get-together between Jill Biden and Kamala Harris, and it predated her run for presidency. You told me it goes back.
That started in 2019,
you know, her under
on the
him
debate stage
as
on
vice
June
president.
28th. I remember.
Yeah.
Now, guys, listen to this very closely, because this is very important to why Jill Biden, Joe Biden's wife, absolutely despises Kamala Harris, guys. Absolutely despises Kamala Harris. This should let you know that Kamala Harris will sit up here and lie to your face and do the opposite than what she was telling you to do.
Remember just when Kamala Harris accused Biden of being racist. Jill never forgave that.
Right.
Sheesh. Now imagine accusing a man of being racist and you accept to be his vice president like the same year. That's crazy to me. So her calling Trump a fascist and Hitler and, oh, well, his whoever said that was close to him said that, you know, he's a fascist at heart. Look, guys, we don't believe nothing that come out of these liberals and Democrats' mouth, because one thing they hate to do is tell the truth. And one thing they fail to realize about American people, man, we love the truth, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. Give me the truth. Give me the ugly truth. Y'all heard that saying before. I'd rather know the ugly truth. Just give me the truth, even if it hurt me. And that's just something they're not willing to do.
And did that iciness bleed down at the lowest levels, like the staffers for Biden versus the staffers for Kamala?
I was with Joe Biden the next day in San Francisco. That's why I remember it so vividly. We did a fundraiser for him at Doug Hickey's house, a former ambassador. And I remember people being just shocked that Kamala Harris would do that. And she only enjoyed a temporary bump too. And I mean, obviously she didn't even make it to the first primary. So,
and y'all tried to make this lady the president, man. She didn't even make it to the first primary, guys. She never received the votes.
Joe Biden was willing to let it go. It's Jill Biden that held on to that grudge. And of course, Anita Dunn, who famously holds on to Biden's grudges for him. And you know who led Future Forward, Kamala Harris's super PAC? Anita Dunn was involved in that. So this whole thing is, oh my goodness, I'm going to get in so much trouble. Yeah.
Oh, but, nah, spill the beans. Spill the beans with friends like her. Who needs enemies? This is a Democratic young lady right now, man. This is how you know their party is in shambles, guys. We can stop it right there, but that's exactly how you know that their party is in shambles. We got Kamala Harris, staff member from the financial department, raising donations openly on Fox News, doing a media tour, guys, just exposing the inner workings of the whole Democratic Party. It's one thing to be telling us about stuff that Kamala was wasting money on, but you over here telling us about Kamala's secret beef with Jill Biden, the real reason why they hate each other. Fundraisers, secret parties that y'all was at, and people like you giving up the whole scoop, Linda. And I'm not gonna lie, I love it because you know what you doing? You being proactive, and you realize that it's a problem going on, and your own party needs leadership. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if they're gonna bump you up to some type of leadership role. Apparently, you already like in a leadership role, but I don't know if they're gonna make you the face of the party after you sitting up here spilling all the beans to the opposition news station. But at the end of the day, somebody like me absolutely loves this. You're being transparent. You're being humane. You're being empathetic. You're giving us what we want to hear, and you're telling the truth above all. And that's just something that your party can't do. And I listened to your interview on here, and you said it's two main reasons why you could never be a Republican. And let me just tell you, man, those reasons that you named, I'm not going to say it on here, but they could be definitely worked out. It's all about perspective, and it's all about the propaganda that you probably didn't already been fed and bought into from that party, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Big Wave God Made It. This your boy Ted. Hit that like button and hit that sub button. Until next time, we out of here.